This is Phyllis Coley, and welcome to Spectacular Magazine Shorts. Today, we are visiting with the 12th Chancellor of North Carolina Central University. On June 26, 2017, the UNC Board of Governors named our 12th Chancellor. I'm not going to attempt to say his name. I'm going to have him instruct us on how to say his name. Thank you for meeting with me today.
Thank you so much.
So what we want to do is start out with our viewers so that we don't have to just call you Doc all year.
Thank you.
So we know the first name is Johnson.
Right.
Help me with the last name.
Okay, the last name is actually pronounced, it's actually 2 syllables.
Okay.
Akinleye.
Akinleye.
That's it. And you're going to say it fast. Akinleye.
Akinleye.
That's it.
Akinleye. Okay, so we'll have it spelled, we have it spelled phonetically. So we won't
That's
have that problem the rest of the year.
And
Okay.
you can help me out by
Yes, that's right. That's
teaching
what,
folks how to say it.
thank you, thank you, thank you. As the 12th Chancellor of North Carolina Central University, I'm sure that your plans are for growth.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about the growth, but let's break it into 2 parts. Let's talk about the growth, what you plan to do as far as growth academically.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you. I've had the opportunity to be in these trenches for at least 3.5 years.
Okay.
You know, as
Yes.
Provost and Vice-Chancellor for Academic Affairs under the previous Chancellor. So that's given me a very good window in terms of what we need to do to grow our academic portfolio. So we've been trying to expand in many areas. We've just created, within the last year or two, a number of programs. In geospatial science, we just introduced a degree program in there. We also have a new degree program that combines computer science and business. We call it CSB, that prepares students who have interest in business and computer science, so that they have the combination of those 2 degrees. We've also created a number of programs that I consider innovative. If you look at the students that we refer to as pathway home, students who perhaps have gotten to 100 credit hours and something happened and they step out and life gets in the way, they couldn't come back. We designed a special program for them in the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences that gives them an opportunity to come back and in 1 semester to be able to take a few courses and get to that end zone and then give them a degree. We call it Pathway Home program.
Okay, and so are you basing those on life experiences?
Well, what they do is that if they've gotten up to at least 100 or more, or even 90-something plus credit hours, what we would do is look at the concentration that they have in terms of where do they have the most courses, and then we would assign to them a few other courses that gives them a concentration in College of Behavioral Social Sciences, and then they can graduate in 1 semester or 2 thereafter.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we actually now,
very good.
it's a very popular program, and we have so many students who are coming back to finish now because it's almost tailored and designed for that purpose.
I can imagine. That is wonderful.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And
So with that, we also have new other areas that we're trying to develop. In the area of health and wellness, and in the College of Behavioral Social Sciences, we're trying to develop what we call a wellness clinic over there, that our health science students, our nursing students would have an opportunity to work with the community in the area of health disparities, and to educate and to also use that as an internship experience for themselves while they are in school. So,
would this be an actual clinic?
yes, it would be
That would dispense medicine and...
well, it would be there to educate.
Okay.
Students will be working with community members for education, and we do some preliminary medical, routine services. It's primarily there to help our community in terms of education, prevention. What do you do if you have a diabetes? What do you do to prevent heart diseases and things like that?
Okay.
So we have that. So there are so many other areas where we want to expand our program. We want to create new programs in cybersecurity, for instance.
Yes.
Because you have jobs in that particular area. The area of forensics, we want to do something in that area. So we are working hard to expand, the academic portfolio and in so many other areas. We're also partnering with some of our neighbors
Yes.
to develop programs that we don't have. For instance, we just started a program that we refer to as a 3+2 program in physics and electrical engineering. And that is with NC State.
Okay.
Students can come to us. We don't have an engineering program,
Yes.
but we have physics program. So they come to us and start here and do 3 years,
Mhm.
and then they go to NC State and do 2 years. And so they get 2 degrees at the end of that. They get 1 in physics and 1 in electrical engineering.
And so then one is from North Carolina Central and one is from NC State.
And that program is in its second year now, and the first year of that program, we admitted 22 students into the program, the largest in the history of the college, into a physics program.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And so we are expanding in so many areas like that. So that's what we're doing in terms of academic portfolio expansion. But then we're also growing in terms of student population
Yes.
headcount. This fall, we're very close to bringing in the largest number of first-time freshman students.
And what's that number?
It's going to be roughly about 1,200. And we are almost 95% there now, and it's just July.
Where will those students live?
Well, that's one of the opportunities that we now have. I don't call it a challenge.
Okay.
I call it an opportunity. So we've already begun to explore some public options in housing.
Okay.
And we are talking to consultants right now to begin to explore that. So right now what we're doing is trying to manage that growth. We've calculated that if we can just grow the freshman population by 1%, we're still able to manage that without having to put our students in apartment complexes off the campus,
Yeah.
which is really very
Becomes
unsafe.
A security issue, exactly,
So,
exactly.
right, until then, we're going to be doing what we call the planned growth. But we are tremendously highly selective now, and we want to be able to continue that because we are an institution of access and opportunity. So we don't want to be turning students away. So we're working feverishly to make sure that in the next year or so that we're able to increase our capacity in campus housing. We have some dormitories here that we are working on, Baines and Chitley. We already have the plans for those. In fact, we've already begun renovations in Baines. We should be able to, as soon as we're finished, we should be able to increase our beds capacity by another 300 beds. And that would help us to bring more students on campus.
Before we talk any more about buildings, though, let's talk a little bit about the online program.
Excellent.
Will that help with some of the living
Absolutely.
issues, but it also helps with our non-traditional students? Talk a little bit about
Well,
that,
it's
please.
actually part of our vision to expanding access for students,
Okay.
particularly for students who are not in this geographic area. We want to be able to reach non-traditional students who are outside of our region and
Yes.
still invite them to come and have the NCCU experience. So what we have done is that we actually went out and developed what we call a robust online portal, nccu.edu/online.
Okay, yes.
And it has its own branding. We just unveiled that platform about maybe 2 months ago. And that platform is robust. What it does is it allows the students who are outside there taking courses online to have the same experience that our students on campus really do have. So they will be able to register, they will be able to receive advisement, career counseling, financial aid, all of those things without having to set foot on the campus. That way we also grow our enrollment through that capacity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, as we talk about growth, let's talk about growth, brick and mortar growth. What's on the horizon in that
Well,
area?
right now we are experiencing growth,
Okay.
brick and mortar. As I mentioned to you earlier, we have 2 capital projects now
Okay.
that are already underway. We have the student center
Yes.
that is going to be built. We've already secured funding for that. We've actually identified the contractors, the designers, and all of that. They are in the process of doing the design.
Where will that be built?
That's going to be right there in front of the old student union, which is just before you get to Cecil there.
So where the parking lot
Where the
is?
exactly, where the parking lot is, but towards Cecil.
Toward the alumni house?
You know where the alumni house is?
Yes,
It's going to go from there. In
Okay.
fact, the alumni house is going to come down.
Okay.
Okay, it's part of, it's one of the homes that will come down.
Mhm.
And we've also begun to buy homes. We estimated that we're going to need at least 8 homes in that area.
Okay.
And we've already begun negotiation to acquire those homes. And once we've done that, we're going to move all the way to Cecil and work all the way down.
Okay.
And that's where the student union is going to be.
Okay, that's one. And what's the other project?
The other one is the School of Business.
Okay.
And we secured $30 million from the Connect NC bond.
Yes.
So we thank the citizens of North Carolina for helping us with that. As you can tell, our current School of Business is an old building.
Yes.
We need to bring it up into the modern age and technology and otherwise. I mean, it's functional. It's not, it's not bad at all. But we need a signature building for our School of Business. And so we secured $30 million from the bond. And we are also raising additional funding to support that. And we've already also identified a location for that. That's going to be in Austin and Lawson there.
Austin and Lawson, is that?
There's a house right there which we've already acquired. And then go towards the parking deck, down towards the parking deck.
Yes.
And back,
That's excellent, and that will be a great showcase, and when people come into Durham and on Austin Avenue, that is awesome.
That was part of our design because we already have some sort of gateway here.
Yes.
So what we wanted to do is create another gateway over there. You already have the School of Nursing, the School of Law,
Yes,
all of that.
yes.
And then now we have the School of Business at that spot,
That would,
as well as the light rail is also coming down in that area. The NCCU stop.
that would be wonderful.
So all that will culminate to create, that footprint and that gateway in that particular area.
I need to ask you, just because I am a Durham person, and I know that a lot of those houses on Cecil and stuff were owned by seniors, by older people.
Absolutely.
Are any of those people being displaced? Because I'm sure the market value to buy their house would not allow them, what you would pay for that house, to buy another house, to purchase another one. Are you taking that into consideration?
Absolutely. In fact, before we even began the acquisition of those of homes and property in that area, we had a community event, a community forum,
Okay, yes.
in which we shared with our community partners what we are going to be doing in terms of growth, how we're expanding. Because we're part of the community, we don't want to displace anyone. And so the homes that we've purchased so far are mostly rental homes, homes that people are no longer living in their rental properties. And they were very happy to sell them.
Okay.
Because some of them are not in good shape. And so we've done that. Now, the ones in which people are living in, we are working with the state and working with them. In fact, we want to be assisting them to relocate, making sure that they are able to get homes that are comparable, or to make sure that they get into homes that are very similar to the one that they come up. So we have no intention of just displacing people.
So you're being a good community
so
partner.
That was one of our guiding principles when we went into that conversation, that we would do everything that we can to make sure that we accommodate their concerns.
I know you were just named to this job, it's only been like 2 days, but have you thought about what you want to be your signature, your mark? What's the mark that you will leave on North Carolina Central University?
Well, that's a very good question, and we've begun to work on that, and we have great ideas. As it is the practice with me, I always love to bounce those ideas with the faculty, the staff, and the students, to get a broad, participation from them before I roll it out. I don't want to roll it out today and then saying, oh, we don't know about that.
Yes.
So hopefully when we come back in August, we will engage in that conversation, and you'll be the first one that will call.
Thank you. You'll have me back.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
good luck.
Thank you so much.
Good luck. And
we appreciate your partnership.
Thank you.
And,
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you
I
today.
appreciate it.
And that's it. And we are here with Dr. Johnson Akinleye. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Did I do it right?
You did good.
Okay, good.